The latest NZ imam preparing for emotional Friday prayer. Christchurch, New Zealand. The latest on the mosque attacks in New Zealand, all times local. An imam says he's expecting thousands of people at an emotional Friday prayer in Christchurch, New Zealand, a week after a gunman killed 42 people at his mosque and 50 people in all. Gamal Fuda says he's been discussing plans for the prayer with city officials and lawmakers and expects it will take place in a large park across from Al Noor Mosque. Fuda says he's expecting 3,000 to 4,000 people, including many coming from abroad. He says mosque workers have been feverishly working to repair the destruction from the March 15 attack. They will bury the blood. Meanwhile, at least 2 more funerals were taking place Thursday at a Muslim cemetery in Christchurch. A resident of the United Arab Emirates, who worked for a security firm, was detained and deported after making comments on Facebook celebrating the New Zealand mosque attacks that killed 50 people. Transguard Group says its employee, who was not identified, made the comments on his personal Facebook page under an assumed name. Transguard says the UAE, where the official religion is Islam, deported him. Transguard, the UAE's national newspaper, said Wednesday the employee was believed to be a security officer whose Facebook post celebrating Friday's shooting included reference to a deadly attack on Indian soldiers in Kashmir last month. New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister has expressed condolences for Indonesian victims of the Christchurch mosque attacks. Winston Peters spoke Wednesday while in Jakarta for a meeting with other leaders on Indo-Pacific cooperation. Lilik Abdul Hamid, an aircraft maintenance engineer at Air New Zealand, was killed in the Al Noor Mosque. 2 other Indonesian. Peters also expressed his appreciation of Indonesia's support during a difficult time for New Zealand. Earlier Indonesia, saying R. He said, this. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says the gunman who killed 50 people at 2 New Zealand mosques is no different from the militants of the Islamic State group. In an opinion piece published in the Washington Post on Wednesday, Erdogan also called on Western leaders to learn from they. The opinion piece's headline read they. Erdogan said the West must. Separately, the Turkish president has been criticized for showing excerpts from video of the mosque attacks and for comments about the Gallipoli campaign in World War I.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.